What's up, guys? It's Chris for DAV1D on ECF, TVN, Aerovapor on YouTube. Today, while my Mac appears to be working, I am going to do another review. This one is going to be of two products. It is going to be the E1, which is so embarrassing. I have it so rigged, it's not even funny, which I'll explain in a minute. And then the E2. We're going to start with the E1. So let me take a hit. I have it on my Anokin iTaste at 4.4 volts. Producing nicely. Now, I got this from discountvapors.com. The E2 I got it, I think, Value Vapors, because it was like $7. It was like $10 shipped with their coupon code, so I picked that up. Now this one, on the other hand, like I said, I got it from Discount Vapors. It comes, I think it's like $7 and change. It might be $7.99 a piece. It's completely rebuildable. I'm gonna try and do this without this falling apart. You can unscrew the top, and you have, just like the Stardust, the Ego Clearomizers, you have the middle friggin' thing with the wick in it. You drip the juice around the edge, and then you just screw this on. The middle piece is actually replaceable. These are completely replaceable, not rebuildable. Rebuildable is like a Genesis Addy. I hate when people call the VV Novas and these things rebuildable. It's not meant to be rebuildable. It's meant to be replaceable. You can replace the innards. It's not meant to be rebuildable innards. So that's like just aggravating. Everything is rebuildable. No, it's replaceable. So this has a replaceable innard in it. You literally just pull it out, it pops right in there into the bottom, and you screw it on. All of the pieces to this can be purchased separately. The tube, the bottom connector, the innard. The tube is like $1.25. The innard is like $3. The bottom is like $3 for the connector. So if you break a piece, you can replace those pieces. Unfortunately, I broke the shit out of this one. Like, I bought an extra tube just in case I can fix it, but I don't know that I can. Hitting really well. This is a standard resistance. It's around 2.7 or so ohms, and I have it on 4.4 volts, and it's hitting really well. The juice I have in there right now is around 60 to 70% VG. I mixed it myself. It's not exact. And like I said, out of all of these Clearomizer-ish kind of things, you know, the Stardust used to be my number one when it came out, and then they had revision 1 through 623.5, and it seems like every single one of those 623 were bad after the first one, so I don't really mess with those much anymore. This one, however, has been working well. You still have to do the tip, you know, make sure it's all juiced up, because if you don't and you're holding it like this, obviously the juice is not going to get to the wick and it's going to be dry. But it's hitting great. I have gotten dry hits on it, but it's not very often. Most of the hits I'm getting on it are really good hits. The quality of the build, the tube is shit. I'll just tell you. The tube is thin, it cracks, it's flimsy. I dropped it with my iTaste and cracked it. The whole top came off, not just the unscrew part, like the whole thing came out. Like, I literally have to have this taped together because it just falls apart. I didn't just tape it together for the review. I taped it because I've really been enjoying this cardo. And Bogue cardomizers lately, if you have ordered them, have been shit. I don't know what's going on with Bogue and with their with their manufacturing lately, but the condoms that come on them are loose, so you can barely use the condom method anymore. They get burned and cruddy and clogged quicker than they ever did. I don't know what's going on with quality control at Bogue, but Bogues suck lately on the last batch or two. So I am really enjoying this. For $8 and the fact that you can replace the pieces, you can buy extra tubes in case you smash the shit out of yours like I did. It's great. Like I said, out of all these Clearomizer E1, E2, E3, Ego version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of them tried, this has been my favorite so far, which is why I have it so ghetto rigged. Jimmy rigged. Sorry. I don't know. That phrase offends some people. I apologize. So anyway, it's all taped up. I ordered 3 more because I really enjoy them. I also ordered, like I said, the extra tubes in case I could fix this one, which the chance of that is not likely, but I'm going to try. E1, discountVapors.com. Like I said before, I love Discount Vapors because he's so honest. He has reviews on almost all of his products that he reviews himself and will always tell you the truth. Like this one, he said, worked really well. I think he mentioned that it was flimsy, the plastic, not groundbreaking. He agrees that it's more expensive on his site than he thinks it's really worth or should be sold for. But due to the cost that he pays for them, he has no choice. Personally, the use that I've been getting out of it and the way it's worked for me, I don't mind paying $8 for it because it's vaping really, really well. Like I said, the plastic is shit, but the vape is really good. So as long as you don't drop it, you'll be alright. Me, on the other hand, I freaking drop everything 10 times a day, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to coat it with cement or something. Now, let me get this Jimmy Rig thing off of here and talk about my biggest nightmare freaking thing. The E2. So that was the E1. This is the E2, or the Apollo tank, or the Rocket tank, depending on what site you buy it from. To me, it's going to forever be known as that dry-hitting effing thing that drives me crazy. Let's see if I can... Oh, there we go. So, take a hit off of this. It's been sitting forever. Right now it's hitting okay. It's actually flooded right now, so that's why I'm getting juicy hits. I dislike this thing. And it seems like 50% of the population loves it, 50% of the population hates it. I'm the 50 who wants to take the fucking thing and smash it with a hammer. There's no rhyme or reason to the dry hits on this thing. And I think part of the problem with that is all of these Clearomizers, all of these things are inconsistent. Some of them work great, some of them don't. You get one that works exceptionally, puts out great vapor, no dry hits, great flavor, which by the way, on this E1, great flavor, great throat hit, great vapor production. E2, not so much. Let me crank up the volume a little bit on this. It's standard resistance. Now the motherfucker's not going to work. Right now it's hitting like a freaking train. Hitting like a freight train. Awesome vapor, awesome throat hit, awesome flavor, but it is so inconsistent. I will get great vapes, great hits. I'll tip it, I'll shake it, I'll jerk it off, I'll bang it on my head. no matter what I do, I get dry hits. I don't know why. I don't know what. For a while, what I was doing was, it's the same style as the E1 where you unscrew the top and there is that innard where you just drip around the edge of it. You screw this back on. For a while, what I was doing was when I would start to get dry hits, I would take the top off to relieve the pressure so that juice can flow to the wicks better. After a while, that wasn't even working. You either get dry hits or like the well on top. It's not really a well. It's not meant to be a well, but the hole where the drip tip goes fills up with juice. I got some in there, not enough to drip out, but you'll suck up juice every so often. So either it's leaking like a sieve or it is dry as a bone. It is very rare that you get an in-between. Like I said, some people have had great luck, and I have no doubt that that's true. I have no doubt that some of these out there are putting out great vapor, great throw hit, great flavor, no dry hits. This one is not. The best thing I could say is to describe it is I would never leave home with just this rocket tank Apollo tank E2 ever. I would be smoking a pack a day by noon. And of course, for this video, it's working great. It's fucking Murphy's Law. Yesterday I washed it out because with my Stromizer, which is another great one, that one actually works really well for me. I had some like leaky issues with it. That one's at LJEsmokes. The Stromizer was working great for me. I have to get more, I broke mine, but that one was working really well, about equal to what the E1 is doing for me. Except I think the quality of the build is maybe slightly better. I don't know. That one didn't break as easy as this one did. But the E1 is equivalent and hits about as well as the Stromizer does. With the Stromizer, it wasn't great at first. Then the first time I washed it out and cleaned it, the thing hit incredibly. Great. Every hit after that was great. Never had dry hits, never had issues. This one, I cleaned it out yesterday morning. I washed it, dried it, I did all that. And I was still getting periodic dry hits. So, like I said, I don't know what the frig is up with this thing. It drives me crazy because I want it to work so bad. It holds like 6 mils, 5, 6 mils. It's huge. I mean, it's a huge tank. It's crazy looking, which I kind of like, but it's inconsistent. I could never leave the house with just this. But that's just me, and that's all I got. In the meantime, make sure you go to Total Vaping Network, stickem.com/Total Vaping Network. I will be on every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. with Lord Davon, another reviewer who has absolute opposite opinions that I do, so it will get very interesting. We will have giveaways. Also, make sure you check me out this Sunday, the 15th. I will be on with Evil Woman on Total Vaping Network at 8 p.m. And if you have not subscribed to Eva, make sure you do. She is a hysterical ball breaker. No matter what the product is, who gives it to her, where she gets it, you will always get the God's honest truth out of that woman, and I love her to death for it. So make sure you check out Evil Woman. Also, Lord Davon, I don't know what his name is on YouTube now. I don't know. Come to my show on Wednesday night and we'll both find out what his YouTube name is. Until then, I'll see you guys later. So if you're not subscribed to Stickem and TVN, make sure you go over there and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you all on Wednesday and Sunday.